Hi there, I'm Jacob Kettner, and I am the founder of FirstRank and FirstRank Reviews, and I'm going to show you a quick demo of what the FirstRank Reviews software is capable of and how to use it. So this is basically the top level screen where you'll see your businesses, and if your businesses have multiple locations, where you can add multiple locations to those businesses. This is just a demo account, so I'm going to head into the first business is FirstRank. That's my business. Under locations, you can see that you can connect multiple locations. Any individual location will have generally a unique Google My Business profile and unique review profiles. So you'll want to have a location for each of your locations so that you can send review requests for the relevant location where you're collecting reviews. On the location page, you put in the location name, the location address, and this is where we select what profiles we want to generate reviews on. So we natively support about 80 different profiles. Probably everything you would ever want to generate reviews on is in this list. However, if for any reason it is not, you can also create a custom link where you can put in the link to where you want to generate reviews, the name of that review site, and upload the logo of that review site, and it will function with your custom review profile. Typically, Google is a common one, so basically Google is already set up in this one. We have to get the place ID, which you can find using this link right here. Or if you need help finding the place ID, just let somebody on the team know and we'll help you out with that. Put the place ID in here. We choose that this is going to be visible on the feedback page and that we want to actively collect reviews for this profile. If we turn this off, then it's just monitoring it. And we can add as many profiles as we want. We could add Facebook, we could add Yelp. In this case, I'm just going to leave it with just Google. And then we head into building our first campaign. So basically campaigns are how we request reviews from our customers. So here's an example of a campaign. So first of all, just some general settings metrics. The first thing that we configure in the campaign is the feedback page. So this is the page that we're going to send our customers to. So we're going to send them an email or a text message with a link to this page. So on this page, everything is completely customizable to the extent that there's actually, even if you want to run this in a different language, if you wanted to run this in French or Spanish, it's not a problem. You just have to update all of the headings to be in the language that you want to run it in. So basically this is sort of a default feedback page. We have a custom form builder here too. If you want to ask specific questions, find out information about who their salesperson was, or how they heard about you, you can build text fields, areas, drop downs, dividers, anything you want. Just for the purpose of this quick demo, I'm just going to stick with the default form. So it's really just going to collect a star rating. And it's going to collect a little bit of information. Please tell us about your experience, just long form. And then the phone and email only show up if we're not sending them the text or email. If we're sending it to them, we already have this information and that won't show up. Otherwise, if we're using like the QR code or sending them, we're not sending them an invite to do this, then we'll collect their phone and email as well. So let's just brand this, let's make this a little bit closer to our brand colors, make it blue, and then we can upload the logo here, or it'll use the default logo. This is kind of a really cool feature here, the positive feedback threshold. So in this case, I'm going to say if somebody leaves 4 or more stars on this page, then I'm going to send them to this positive page. So the positive page is going to say, great, would you like to post your review? Again, completely customizable. You can edit all of this text. It's going to have a copy text link where they can click that in one click and copy whatever they put into this describe your experience box here. And it's going to ask them to share it on Google, and there's a link to the Google review profile. If they leave a 1, 2, or 3 star rating here, then we're going to send them to the negative page. And on the negative page, there is, it says, thanks for your feedback. One of our team members will review your comments and reach out to you to resolve any issues. Optionally, you can still have a link for them to leave a public review if they want to. This is required for terms of service on certain platforms. But if you don't want to, you can definitely just delete that. So that's up to you. And then, again, like I mentioned, all of these fields can be customized. So this can be we can collect as much or as little information as we want to in the initial form. And these can all be dragged. So, again, if you want your, maybe you want your stars down below, maybe you want to get the information from them first, and then stars down here. So no problem. Stars go at the bottom. Basically, whatever you want to do here. Then there's the actual message configuration. So this is where we send out text messages and emails. So what happens is as soon as we add a contact, which I'll show in a second, we're going to add a contact to the campaign, and this campaign is going to start. So in this case, the way I have this configured is it's going to wait 0 hours. So immediately as soon as I add a contact, it's going to send them an email. It's going to say, hey, first name, thank you for doing business with us. We'd love your feedback. And then a link to the business location feedback URL. So these variables here can be found here, where there's a number of different variables that you can use to populate how you'd like. And then if they don't respond, if they respond, we don't send them any more messages. It terminates the sequence. If they don't respond, then we're going to send them a follow-up 1 day later, another email. And we're going to say, hi, thanks for doing business with us again. Here's a link. So you can configure this however you want. You can use emails or text messages for any of them, and build out the feedback request sequence that makes the most sense for your business. Sending key is just a place where you can see all of the successful if there were any errors, why maybe, if a text couldn't be delivered, why it failed. And then, you can see completed, delivered, what happened there. And then for adding contacts, there's 4 different ways to add contacts. I guess actually 5 different ways to add contacts. So one of them is you can upload via CSV. So you could just upload a spreadsheet of all of your contacts and they'd all get added. You can connect with Zapier, which is a automation platform that connects to a lot of other tools. So you could connect this maybe to an accounting software like Xero or QuickBooks Online, and when an invoice gets paid, it could be a trigger for that contact to be added, so we could send them out a review request. You can add them individually to this form here, first name, last name, phone, email. You can also get an unauthenticated form. So if we open this, this form you can give out to somebody on your staff or somebody that wants to be sending these out, and they can manually enter people into here without having to log into FirstRank Review's platform. And then the 5th way is via QR code. So if you go back to the statistics page, this QR code can be printed out, put on, like a table at a restaurant or on your door, wherever you want this. And this one, if somebody scans this QR code or clicks the direct link, this is where we're going to collect their phone and email, because obviously we don't already have that information. But otherwise this functions the same. And then there's basically just a few settings here. We can set maximum emails that we're willing to send per day, whether we want to send only during business hours, or any time that we add contacts. A good idea not to send emails or text messages in the middle of the night, set time zone. And then we've got a few monitoring features. So we've got the feedback page here where we can see all of the internal feedback that's been collected. So this is how people responded to the questions that we asked them, how many stars they left us. And then the reviews tab is the people that left public reviews. So these are people that have actually left reviews on a platform. So in this case, Google. These are actually the live Google reviews that we've received. And then there's a reporting section here, where you can generate reports that basically will show, the number of reviews that have been received on different days, total review ratings. You can run reports over different periods of time so that you can see, whether it's, just a monthly report, a weekly report, annual report. You can create automated reports that send you an email every week or every month. So those are some report options there. You can build your report templates however you like. And then for branding, you can set basically by default, emails and text messages get sent from a generic pool of numbers and emails that are controlled by FirstRank Reviews. So, but you can set the sending name and the sender name reply to address so that if people reply to the email, it goes to the right place. Also, if you want, you can purchase a dedicated phone number here for a few dollars a month so that all of your text messages will always come from the same phone number. And you can also add a custom email. So if we wanted to add reviews at firstrank.ca, we can add this email. And then we'll just have to go into the DNS settings for the domain and make a couple of updates. Again, something that we can help you with. There's a few records that need to be added, and then we'll have permission to send emails on your behalf. So once that's completed, then we can send the emails directly from your email instead of from one of our generic sending emails. So those are a few of the branding options there. And lastly, just our notifications option. So basically, if somebody leaves feedback, especially if they leave negative feedback, we want to be notified maybe before, just coming and looking at this or getting a report. So you can configure notifications in here so that maybe we want to be notified instantly of all feedback, or maybe only of negative feedback. And then we'll get an email as soon as that negative feedback comes in, and then we can use that information to reach out to the customer and see if we can rectify whatever the issue is that they were having. So that's a real quick demo of what the software does. The real value here is a systemized, automated process of requesting reviews, and also being able to filter out, get that customer feedback from people that maybe had a negative experience, and instead of asking them for a review, we can rectify the issue. Whereas the people that are really happy, we can ask them directly to leave a review.